What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the adult. All right, man, look. How good is Ryan Garcia? Okay, I would like to say first, I may be higher on Ryan Garcia than a lot of you guys are. I think that kid got crazy potential. Only 20 years old. He's on the fast track, 18-0, 15 KOs. I look at his abilities. I look at his height, 5'10". I look at his strength, his body strength. I know he has the face of a boy, but his strength, I think he's a very strong fighter. I like his hand speed. I like his boxing ability. I think at his very best, I think his ceiling, his ceiling is Felix Trinidad. Okay, I think at the least he can reach the levels of a Fernando Vargas. Okay, that's what I think. I think he can at least reach the accomplishments of a Fernando Vargas, and his ceiling, he can reach the level of a Felix Trinidad. That's how talented I think that boy is. Now, there's gaps in his game that I see for sure. I see the lack of head movement. I see he's a little mature right now, so immature. He can get very aggressive and leave himself open. But I know many boxers who start off, Roy Jones Jr., when he started off, that early, Floyd Mayweather, they threw a lot of caution to the wind to get the people out of there, and it made for very exciting fights. So, he has to develop, okay? And I know he called out Tank Davis. He has room to grow. He's going to have to take on the little fights, and I think Oscar De La Hoya is doing the right thing in grooming Ryan Garcia. But I think Ryan Garcia is a bad boy. Now, as far as him matching up against Tank Davis, as of right now, I echo what everyone's saying. I think Tank Davis is too much for him right now. 21-0 with 20 KOs, 24 years old. He just has a little bit more experience. Now, I am not impressed by Tank Davis's resume. So when people bring up Ryan Garcia's resume, I look at Tank Davis's resume, and I'm not impressed, okay? As far as Tank Davis, I think his ceiling is like a Sugar Shane Mosley, and if he doesn't, approach his career seriously, I think his low would be Adrian Broner. So I think he's somewhere in there, okay? So hopefully he reach, the levels, his ceiling, and hopefully Ryan Garcia reaches his. Now, Ryan Garcia seems to be extremely confident that he would beat Tank Davis. When I heard him speak on Fight Hype, calling out Tank Davis, he just said, I don't know. I mean, I look at the guy and I think I could beat him, okay? So that's how he feels, and that's how he should talk. He sounds like a fighter to me, okay? So that's what I like to hear. As a fan of boxing, that's what I like to hear. I don't think Tank Davis is looking in his direction. I think if you want to say as far as directions go, I think Tank Davis would be looking down if he looks at in the direction of Ryan Garcia. There's fights that he can make that's a little bit forward. I think that he'll be reaching Ryan Garcia's weight class, though. Your boy Tank Davis, he's just too big, okay, for 130. He's just too big. I think it's time for him to move up, and I'm not sure if he can even, he struggles too much to even make the weight, okay? So, but he's a small guy. Don't forget, when you are comparing the two, matching the two up, Ryan Garcia is 5'10", okay? Tank Davis is 5'5". All right, that's a little guy. His arm reach is like at 69. I forget what it is. The guy is built very small, okay? I mean, the guy has power, though, definitely. So I think when it comes to comparing those two, the size is a key factor. All right, Ryan Garcia is far bigger as far as height than Tank Davis. I do think Tank Davis is more explosive, though, and that makes for more power, okay? But Ryan Garcia can punch himself. I actually think that's a good fight, a good matchup. When I don't think Ryan Garcia is crazy for calling out Tank Davis and think that he can beat him. I don't think he's crazy for it. I hear you guys in the comments. I definitely respect you guys, but I think there's a few things you have to consider here. Tank Davis doesn't have the best resume in the world, and he's small in comparison to Ryan Garcia. So as of right now, though, looking at their development, development, I think Tank Davis is ahead of him. And if they were to fight tomorrow, I have Tank Davis as the favorite. But when they do fight, and I'm talking about 3 years down the line, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to be closer. And I think that fight is going to be a big one. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I definitely think that they're approaching Ryan Garcia correctly. He has the right pedigree around him with Canelo Alvarez and Oscar De La Hoya. They're bringing him up very close to the hip. They're doing the right thing. ShowBizz the adult. Let me know what you think about Ryan Garcia. I'm out.